Today we're talking about progress. Everybody wants progress. Progress is a sign of life, it's a sign of improvement, but there are things that get in the way of progress. And today we've isolated 7 things that either stop, derail, or hinder your progress. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go into those 7. Peter, why don't you give us number 1?
So number 1 is gonna be hopping from thing to thing. Now, say you're trying to start like a new diet or something, maybe you try keto, 5 days later, the fat's not going away. Then you switch gears and you go try something else. And you never really stick to one plan. This could be in the gym, this could be fit or nutrition related, this could literally be anything in life that you're not sticking to for at least 3 months. That's really when you're gonna start to see growth. So if you're just like giving yourself anywhere from 5 to probably under 2 weeks of trying this new thing, you see 0 progress, chances are you're not giving it enough time, and the time is the only reason why you're not seeing the progress.
I love how you do this thing with your hands. Number 2, that's what you're doing, you're setting me up. Number 2 is unrealistic expectations. Now, if you have high standards, that's great, but sometimes those standards can be so high that we set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, whether that's with our body, whether that's physical performance, anything in our life. There's another caveat here, and that could be seeking perfectionism, and that's always gonna be unattainable. So unrealistic expectations always are gonna derail our progress, no matter what we're seeking. Abs, you want to talk about the next one?
Yeah, the next one would be comparison. And you know, the saying is comparison is the thief of joy. And when we're constantly comparing, and again, you know, just like these guys said, inside the gym, outside of the gym, whether it's at work, if you're always comparing to somebody else, you're never going to be completely happy, because it's always going to be, if somebody gets married, I need to get married, or if somebody buys a house, I need to buy a house. Someone squats 250 pounds, I have to squat 250 pounds. And it's never really setting goals for yourself. You're always kind of going off of somebody else's. And again, just finding that it's not going to really fulfill you in the ways that you should be happy or you should be fulfilled.
The big hindrance to progress that I think of is a lack of flexibility. When I think of this, I think of people who live in a mindset. I kind of piggyback off of Sean. I'm always striving to be perfect, or I gotta win everything. I gotta give my best performance every day. We can't win every day. It's just not possible. So living in this fixed black or white, win or lose mindset is often a path to where we're not gonna be satisfied. I'm not gonna get the progress that I want. So having a little more flexibility in your approach and how you hit a workout, how you tackle a job, how you show up in your relationship, we need that flexibility, that adaptability. Is that the word? The ability to adjust to things there. So not having that can often lead to not seeing the progress that we want to see in all areas of our life. Peter, tell us about fear.
So another thing is being scared or fearful of leaving your comfort zone. So we all know that when you leave the comfort zone, that's when change is going to be created. And change is going to be the thing that's going to propel us towards being that better version of ourselves. And if we never leave that comfort zone, nothing ever changes. We're always in that stagnant, or we're always doing the same thing day to day, and you're never going to be able to level up yourself. So an example of this would be, I came here 8 months ago. I signed up for an internship. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. But because I took that leap of faith, I was able to meet these wonderful people and just level up myself through my confidence, through my fitness, through every aspect of life. And I never would have been able to do that without leaving my comfort zone.
Yeah. And then also one thing can hinder is the response to that discomfort. So a lot of the times if we are in that discomfort, the pain cave inside here, or getting uncomfortable outside, maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's going for a job interview. A lot of the things that can happen is if you have a negative response and you shut down, or you become extremely negative and the energy drainer, it doesn't only affect you, but it affects everybody around you. So you're creating this environment of, again, negativity if you respond to discomfort in that way.
And then we hear this one a lot, or at least I know I do. I'm sure these guys can as well. But coach, I'm doing all the right things. I'm sleep. Is that you? But how consistent are we with those things? A big hindrance to our progress can be that we're inconsistent with the right things. Are we always getting the sleep that we need? Are we always eating the way that we need to? Are we working out the ways that we need to? So you can be doing the right things, but are we doing enough of them? Are we as consistent as we need to be? So being inconsistent consistent with the right things can also, it can be just as impactful as the things that these guys spoke on.
Yeah, and I